What's up, farming family? How y'all doing today? Today, we're talking about that Beatnik Space Blade. There's a lot that's different in this paddle, or it seems so according to their website. Y'all are about to find out when it comes to the pop and the power, how I really feel about this paddle. I do have a code with them, it's Farmer. You will get 10% off, and I get a kickback from that. I know you already know that, but I like to make that clear in my videos for new people that are watching. But yeah, get ready for this. This is going to be a roller coaster. The paddle has a 12K carbon fiber face. It has what they call is a Kevlar heart, which is essentially something that strengthens the paddle at the throat, right where the handle and the face meet. It has 2 layers of fiberglass underneath the 12K carbon fiber. There's a 16mm polypropylene honeycomb core. It has spray-on grit, and it has fiberglass tubular braids, which is essentially weighted enforcement along the edges to make up for there not being an edge guard. Also has their own version of a Hesa core. If you take the grip off, it does look a little rough. I'm going to pop some stuff up on the screen and show you. All right, first thing we're going to talk about is the pop. This is ridiculous, like crazy in terms of pop. Okay, imagine the Selkirk Power Air and the Pro Drive Ghost that has the Kevlar insides had a baby, and then they pumped that thing with steroids that made it 5 times poppier. Like, dude, this is Gen 3 poppy, like stupid poppy. When I pulled this out and I was hitting speed ups, counters, anything like that, my opponents were like, what the heck is that? I hit one dude in the side of the neck and he didn't even have time to like react to it. It went right at him. It's ridiculous. And then in terms of power, the power was pretty good too. It's not quite what you would expect, from the Yola Gen 3 Magnus or anything like that, but it definitely has more power than most of these Gen 2 paddles that I played with, especially once you've added lead tape. You're going to see what I'm talking about with the swing weight. Once you slap lead tape all the way around the head of this thing smacks like an absolute hammer. You have to be very, very careful with your drives from the baseline, like ridiculous. Now, you heard me talk about the pop and the power as being like, those are the big positives. This is the big negative. Blocks. Third shot drops off of harder turns. Anything with pace, you're popping it up. Guaranteed. I'm going to show you some of my footage throughout this video. It's either going to be me hitting like a crazy good shot with so much pace, or it's going to be me hitting a crazy bad shot with a lot of pace going out of bounds. There's no in between. It is very hard to control. But if you're one of those players that just wants to get out and just smack the ball around as hard as you can, this one is one of those, like straight up. When it came to the RPMs, I got 2,030, which is up there towards the top out of all the paddles that I've reviewed. But a big old but here. All right, this thing has spray-on grit. I'm not exactly sure how long the spray-on grit's going to last. With most of these past paddles, the spray-on grit has deteriorated within a month, 2 months time. So you may be getting crazy good spin at the beginning, but just be careful and know that it's probably going to deteriorate due to the spray-on grit. I would honestly like to see this company make a raw carbon fiber version of this paddle. Just out of curiosity, this thing slaps super hard. And if it can maintain spin, you're going to be able to shape the ball. But once the, spray-on grit's gone and you're, rocketing the ball at people, you're not going to be able to get the dip to keep any of your balls in. But yeah, just know that right now, right out of the box, the RPMs are really, really high. When it came to the overall swing weight of this paddle, it was 100. Straight up 100. This thing is crazy, crazy light. If I was to use this for a singles paddle, which is what I would definitely use it for if I was going to use it, I would put lead tape all around that bad boy, and I would just slap it anytime I got a chance, because that's what this paddle is good at. And the swing weight being that low allows you to apply lead tape anywhere you want to. But when you usually have low swing weights like this, the twist weight generally suffers too. So lead tape usually has to be added, and it puts it up there sort of where the edge guarded paddles are. But yeah, when it comes to the weight of this paddle, the weight of it is 8.4 ounces. The twist weight of this is 6.1. Not bad for an edgeless paddle, but what I would do is add lead tape. It does twist in your hands whenever, something hard is hit at you. Most of the edgeless paddles are going to. That's why the edge guards are there. They're there for stability. And without it, it's not as stable. It's just that simple. So I would definitely add lead tape to bring the twist weight up some. and the overall sweet spot is not that big. Edgeless paddles, man, I'm telling you, edgeless paddles generally do not have big sweet spots. The price of this paddle is $219, which, if you've been on the channel long enough, you know I really don't like when companies do $200+ on paddle. So price for the, value for your money, I don't think it's worth it for $219. If this was a $140 to $150 paddle, I would buy it if I wanted to play singles and just smack the ball really, really hard. I mean, if you're someone that likes the power air and you wanted something that feels like that on steroids, this is it. But realistically, 99.9% of the population is going to get this paddle and probably be turned off by it and not want to play with it. But there's going to be some of you that get this and just crank the ball as hard as you can at people, straight up. But yeah, value for your money, I don't think it's worth it. I would not pay $219. I would like to see this at like the $140 to $160 range. Because then if people bought it and they took it out and played with it, it's just a fun paddle to just hit everything hard, drive, play singles with and stuff like that, it would be more worth it. But overall, I can't really recommend this paddle to hardly anybody. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like I told you, it's a roller coaster. You got crazy high pop and power, very bad control, really good spin until it drops off. Straight up, dude. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. I was straight bluntly honest about the positives and negatives of this. They are very, very visual when you see them and visible. Like if you play with the paddle, you are going to agree with me. This is not a paddle that other reviewers and stuff are going to, wane on. Everybody is going to be very close with this one, or we should be. If not, then I need to slap myself upside the head. But till next time, stay safe. Have a good day. Drink plenty of water. Peace, y'all.